Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Shraddha's Physics. This video is specially for the aspirants who are preparing for OSSTD, KVS, NVS, regular teacher or any graduate level teacher exam.
In the previous class, what is friction, the types of friction. So today we will see what is angle of friction. So this is basically denoted by theta. So this angle of friction between any two surfaces in contact, this is the block and this is the surfaces. This is the surface. Is defined as the angle which the resultant of the force of the limiting friction and the normal reaction R makes with the direction of the normal reaction. So in this figure, suppose this OA, it represents the normal reaction R which balances the weight mg of the body. Okay. This OB represents F, that is the limiting friction. This is the limiting friction or the limiting force of sliding friction when the body tends to move to the right. This complete OACB, this parallelogram is this. If we will complete this parallelogram, so this will be the resultant force. So this represents the resultant of R and F, this OC. I think clear. So this AOC, that is this angle theta, is the angle of friction between the two bodies in contact. So the value of angle of friction, it depends on the nature of the material of the surfaces in contact and the nature of the surface. Okay, this theta depends on the nature of the materials of the surfaces in contact and the nature of the surfaces. So the mu equal to the tan theta. Then what is angle of repose or the angle of sliding friction? So this is denoted by simply alpha. It is defined as the minimum angle of this inclination alpha of a plane with the horizontal such that a body placed on the plane just begins to slide down the incline. So you have to just see carefully what is just begins to slide down. Okay. It is just begins to slide down. So this angle is alpha. So if the weight is mg and we will resolve the component of mg, so this one will be mg sin alpha and this is mg cos alpha. I think you can remember that if I will draw some x-axis and this is suppose my y-axis, this is suppose y-axis, and this is my position vector, suppose p, and this is the R, this position vector, and if I will draw a perpendicular over x-axis and the perpendicular over y-axis, and this from O to x, this is suppose small x distance covered and this O to y is suppose small y distance covered, and the angle between OP and OX is suppose theta. It means it covers the theta angle. So in that case we can write cos theta equal to P by H. B means this x by R, and sin theta equal to P by H. It means the front side, that is P, means this is equal to Y. So that is Y by R. Otherwise you can write that x equal to R cosine theta and y equal to R sin theta. You can write. So this is simply, you can see that this base part is R cosine theta and this perpendicular distance is R sin theta. So this is simply, if the mg is the force, that is the weight of this block, then the resultant, this is the base, this is mg cos alpha and this will be the mg sin alpha. So this is the simple calculation of this. So you can see that this force F is balanced by mg sin alpha and this normal reaction is balanced by mg cos alpha. So mu equal to F by R, as we have already discussed. So this F is mg sin alpha divided by this mg cosine alpha. mg get cancelled, that is tan alpha. So mu equal to tan alpha. Otherwise you can see that this mu equal to tan theta is equal to the tan alpha, or you can say that this is theta equal to alpha, in which case when the body is just begins to slide down or the body is not sliding. When the body is at rest or just begins to, when the force is already applied but the body doesn't move, in that case we can say that this mu equal to tan theta is equal to tan alpha. Okay, so that from this relation you can see that this theta equal to alpha. What is the acceleration of a body when the sliding down on a rough inclined plane? Okay, when the body slides down, it means the case is when theta is greater than alpha. Whether the body slides down or the body moves up, in that case we can say that the theta is greater than alpha. Here you can see that R equal to the reaction force is equal to mg cosine theta, and this force, this is the force where the body drags or the body is sliding down, we can say that simply. So this force is mass into acceleration. Here you can say that the normal reaction is balanced by the mg cosine theta, whereas this force is equal to mg sin theta minus this force, or this is the kinetic friction. Fk is the kinetic friction. So simply F equal to mass into acceleration is equal to this mg sin theta minus Fk is our mu k. So simply putting this value, we can see that ma equal to mg sin theta minus mu k, and the r value is mg cosine theta. So this is mg cosine theta. So cancelling the mass terms in left hand side and right hand side, you can see that a equal to g whole sine theta minus mu k cosine theta. Here as you can simply see that from this relation the acceleration small a is less than the acceleration due to gravity. Similarly, when the body moves upward direction, so in that case this force, that mass into acceleration, will be equal to mg sin theta plus this kinetic friction. So in that case this mass into acceleration equal to mg sin theta plus Fk is mu k, and this r, Fk means mu k r, again this mu k into mg cosine theta. So similarly cancelling the m in left hand side and right hand side, both side, this a will be equal to g sin theta plus mu k cosine theta. So you can see that when the body slides downward direction, in that case acceleration will be g whole sin theta minus mu k cosine theta, but when the body moves in the upward direction, in that case acceleration will be g whole sin theta plus mu k cosine theta. And from this relation you can also calculate the work done, that is the net force into the displacement. So this is all for today. This is some portions related to the friction, and in the next class we will see some basic problems related to the friction. Thank you.